Alrighty, we are live, and this is the pre-show, so don't worry. Not too much craziness is going on right now, but good morning, anybody who has chosen to tune into my stream of all the literal hundreds of thousands, well, thousands at the very least, of Nintendo Direct live reaction streams. I'm your host, Jay, usually hosting Vtuber Talk, but now I'm hosting my own reaction because, well, I like Nintendo, and I want to see what's going on. This is literally the only direct, the only press conference-like thing that I have watched live this entire June, this entire Summer Games Festival season, as it were. Used to be the type of person to watch every single presser. It was sort of a yearly event for me. I've sort of fallen off of that bandwagon over the years, but gosh, I am unabashedly a Nintendo kid. Not saying Nintendo can do no wrong. They have done plenty of wrong over the years, but I am looking forward to a very fun opening morning, and I know many others are as well. Curious if anybody out there has something particular on their wish list, on their bingo card, whether you think it's realistic or not. I, today, am looking for one thing and one thing only, and I think it's very realistic. I just want a release date for Professor Layton and the New World of Steam. We were given the announcement at a Nintendo Direct some 2.5 years ago. I nearly cried. It's the first time that we'd gotten just even a whisper of Professor Layton's name in a decade. And it's a series very near and dear to my heart. We know the game is still happening. Level 5 delayed it. It was supposed to release late last year, but now we know it will be sometime this year, and they've only said sometime in 2026. We really haven't gotten anything past that. I don't care if they say it's going to release December 31st. I just want a date. I want that little sign of life for the game that means something to me. If I can get that today, I will be very happy. I'm not saying I expect it. I'm not saying that if I don't get it, I think this Direct will be a failure. But I come into today with what I think are very realistic and, frankly, low asks. Anything else here that we get is gravy. Some games will mean something to me, some won't. And I hope that everybody gets what they want from, Nintendo Claus on this little Christmas morning of ours. Thank you, Pearl. Yes, my fingers are crossed as well. And welcome on in, Rusty Robot Factory and John Doe 74. Hope you all are having a nice morning. I don't have a formal bingo card prepared. My guesses on things we're going to get today, I'm sure we're going to get a message or a mention of some movies, whether it's their sort of retrospective and flexing of the Super Mario Galaxy movie, or maybe a trailer for the Legend of Zelda movie. I also wouldn't be surprised if they announced a third movie in production of some sort, likely a Star Fox one or something, or maybe even a TV series. Who knows? We'll find out. But I think we're about to start, actually. So, and also, let me move my logo over. Yep, here we go. Ooh, it's happening. Actually, you know what? Move this over here. Yeah. Okay. Also, let me know if the volume needs to be adjusted. Oh, I just realized I don't even have the audio up. I didn't get audio capture on this window, did I? Good job, Jay. Let's try that. Tell me if the audio is too loud. Do love their little jazzy thing that they've had for directs in the last couple of years. Kind of wild to think that in 2014, when Nintendo pulled out of E3 to do their first direct, people were like, oh, Nintendo's dead. They're not having an E3 presser? Oh my, it's the end times for them. They're not going to be here anymore. And now we call everything a direct.
I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. First, here's a game that's coming to the Nintendo Switch system. Please, take a look at this.
Hello. Beep. My name is Lowell Miss Reads, and I'm known for my reading aloud skills and more. Beep. I'm here today to help show you the Rhythm Heaven Groove game.
Oh, some people are very happy right now. Some people are very happy right now. Oh, Rhythm Heaven is not a game that I particularly care about, but like I said, I have my thing. I know others have theirs. I just want it to be at the end of all this that I see some happy posts online, folks saying that was a great direct. That's something for everyone. And I know that this is a very strong start.
Playing this game is pretty simple. Just get into the groove and press the correct button. That's all there is to it. But it's not always the same rhythm. Listen carefully to the beat. Find your flow, and you'll be able to feel the rhythm. 2, 3, 4, now. 2, 3, now. 2, now. 2, 3, now.
Boing.
Over 80 all-new rhythm games are included. And as you play through the game, you can unlock different modes. For example,
The kingdom's everlasting peace rests on your shoulders. Finally, you're awake.
go forth, magician,
I can't lose.
and use the magical power of rhythm to beat monsters. Cast a fire spell.
Voices here
with
sound like the
BA,
same engine that they use for
and a healing spell with
Utopia,
B down A.
for Tomodachi
B
like.
down A. Like that.
I wonder
So you really want to
what
fight,
would a
huh?
What
game
spells will
where
strike a
it's
chord
Rhythm Heaven,
against the foes you
but
face?
you are able to use
Move
your
on
Tomodachi
and
like
tip the
characters would be
scales
like.
to victory.
I don't know if they'd ever allow it though.
It's time for the Who's Got Rhythm quiz show.
Plus, there are even more rhythm games in the lineup.
Maybe I should move
Enjoy
the-
all of this while playing solo.
down
And-
here.
Dan, Emily, Leo, Sarah. We're under attack.
Up to 4 players can enjoy dedicated rhythm games. Note the timing
Remember,
and block the
Rhythm
arrows.
Heaven was really big initially
snack at
on
exactly
the
3
DS. Touchscreen
Or
and
aim
the
for 3
controls
o'clock
there
on
worked
the
really
dot.
well for it. But it's been nice to see that it's had some longevity.
Emily got the snack.
Also, has always really reminded me of
There are over
WarioWare,
30
both
cooperative and
in terms of
competitive
visual
games to
style
play.
and the fact that it's working on a lot of mini games.
Get into the groove solo or with friends when Rhythm Heaven Groove hits the Nintendo Switch system July 2nd. Pre-orders
wow, that's
are
soon.
available now on Nintendo eShop.
That's less than a month.
That was Rhythm Heaven Groove for Nintendo Switch. You'll also be able to play it on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Please wait just a little longer for its release.
Please wait warmly.
From here, we'll introduce games coming to Nintendo Switch 2, including some games that will also be available on Nintendo Switch. Let's begin with some headlines.
Master the way of the sword.
Let's see your best today.
Onimusha, Way of the Sword, a new entry in the Sword Play Action series,
Dang it.
is slashing
keep
onto
moving this darn
Nintendo
logo.
Switch 2. Edo
No, I gotta have my little
Kyoto has been
branding,
overrun
but,
by monsters.
it's getting
known
in the way
as
of a lot of
Genma.
things. Maybe if I just put it next
Now,
to me.
Miyamoto Musashi must
I
prove
forgot they always
himself
put their
beyond
titles in the
measure.
lower left corner.
Parry,
Onimusha was not a series that I really grew up with or played a lot, but
And
it's
the
one of
powerful
those storied
counterattack
franchises
reset.
that goes really
Master
surprisingly
these
far
techniques
back.
to
And I
strike
know,
down the
again,
enemies in
a
your
lot
path.
of people really care for it.
Oni armaments are also at your disposal to turn the tides of battle. You can even use Joy-Con 2 motion controls to intuitively slay Genma.
First
As
game.
fates intertwine,
2001.
will you cut down those that stand in your way? Onimusha, Way of the Sword, launches on Nintendo Switch 2, September 25th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Oh yeah, my guess for our one last thing,
Your
I think we're going to get the
begins.
announcement that a new Legend of Zelda game is in
Dragon's
production.
Dogma
A
2,
new
Dark Arisen is heading to
big
Nintendo
proper
Switch
Zelda
2.
game.
You are the Arisen.
Curious if anybody out
a
there has
hero
any
burdened with the fate
guesses
of slaying
or
the dragon
hopes
who
on
has
what the
taken
big
your
one
heart.
last thing will be.
In this expanded version of Dragon's Dogma 2, explore the new land of Norgan, seek out spoils, then appraise them to reveal new weapons, armor, or skills. With these arms at the ready, take down powerful monsters in this single-player action RPG adventure.
They're hitting a good spread of genres so far. We have our cartoony rhythm game. We have two sort of, I don't want to call them gritty RPGs, but more realistic RPGs back to back, but they're very different settings that you have. This is your fantasy and sort of monster one, and then you had Onimusha with your very classic Japanese influence.
In a world between dark and light, embark on an adventure and tell a tale all your own. What fate awaits the Arisen?
Speaking of dark 3D RPGs, my guess is that we're going to get, what was it, the Bloodmourns? Is the name of the one?
Otherworldly endeavors await.
I don't think that'll be their one final thing. I think we're going to get that somewhere near the middle.
Driven to the brink of annihilation by mysterious life forms called the Naytiba. Now, join Eve on her
kind of surprised they would put Stellar Blade front and center on theirs because the outfits, are a little risque for Nintendo's taste, but I think we're going to see a lot of the outfits here be more covering than some of the others.
Then strategically deploy them to fit the situation.
Nothing wrong with Stellar Blade, obviously, just not exactly what you think of when you think of Nintendo branding and usual family-friendly standards.
Switch 2 this year.
And I feel like, why bother porting this one? It's already been around. Oh, wow, this is some classic anime style here. Oh, right, Orbitals. Yeah. I have no idea what this is, but I remember seeing it earlier. Oh. Okay, so, and it takes two, for lack of a better term. I am so playing this with some friends. Oh, this is so good. This is gorgeous.
Brave the dangers ahead.
Counterpoint Bayonetta. Bear John Doe.
Players can also work together locally or online using GameShare. Work together and overcome the crisis of the cosmos. Orbitals launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system September 3rd. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Journey through the Glade of Dreams in this bold reimagining of Rayman Legends. When a shadowy villain starts spreading
corruption, now, if memory serves, this was announced at another presser earlier in the week, correct?
Their way through charming and colorful
I think this may have been initially announced with Sony's.
Dragons across realms. Dive into 4 new musical stages.
Remember, I had the original Rayman for Game Boy and could never get past level 3.
Up to 4 players can go out on a limb in local co-op. You can also play a revamped version of Kung Fu using GameShare locally or online. Rayman Legends Retold launches on Nintendo Switch 2 October 1st. It's a great day for a big walk.
Oh, okay, so they're putting this on
Get
Switch.
lost with friends.
At least it wasn't too big of a delay.
Co-op walking and talking adventure. Set off through a peaceful world brimming with challenges, puzzles, and lots of things to discover. Enjoy the sights
Oh wait, it
and
hasn't
sounds
released yet.
as
For
you
some reason,
work
I thought it
together
had
to
already
find your
released
way
on other
around.
consoles.
Use all sorts of tools to stay in touch.
There's no actual release date yet. Are we about to get
new
an
methods
exact
of
release date?
communicating if you're in a pickle.
Also, I think this is the announcement of
even
it
be
being on Switch because
Little
taking a quick
unconventional.
glance at Wikipedia, it's only showing
And
Mac,
if you're not
PS5,
quite
and
up to
Windows.
adventuring, you can always just relax with your pals. Enjoy the
Oh,
sunset.
so FaZe
dance
Daniel,
the night
this
away,
is the new E3, and it always has been.
or
Because
steal
keep in mind,
something
even
from a
while
friend
E3
and
still
kick it into
existed,
the ocean.
Summer Games Fest was happening deliberately during the week
the
of
usual
E3.
stuff.
That
You can also use
whether
mouse
it was
controls
intentional or unintentional,
hang out
Jeff
with
Keighley
friends using
was
cross-platform
setting up
play.
basically the next era of E3,
After
and that
all,
when
spending
E3, the
quality
trade show
time
itself,
together is
collapsed,
the best part
that
of a
this took its void
big walk.
without really missing a beat. That if
Strolling
you
onto
think about the
Nintendo Switch
timeline,
2,
the year
August
that
4th.
E3 didn't happen, the pressers were already lined up. This
Season
is
the
absolutely the new era. It's not technically E3 itself because E3 was a trade show. One Piece.
Build your very own floating restaurant with the Straw Hat Crew. cook up recipes with Sanji.
Or is this plated up One
Craft the
Piece
menu.
or
Decorate it to your liking. Then serve your customers as you run the restaurant.
I love the little
By searching for and
16-bit
collecting
style.
ingredients, you'll
Show me
expand your menu
co-op.
offerings.
show me co-op.
Use devil fruit abilities to prepare piping hot steaks. Or whip up tongue-tingling tauntaun noodles. You can make all sorts of delicious dishes. Spend in-game money to change up the restaurant's interior
This is adorable.
and expand it to attract even more customers. Over 400 characters from the One Piece series will appear.
Oh, that's impressive.
Mouse controls are
That's
also
a
supported
really
on
big
Nintendo
lineup.
Switch
Holy
2.
cow.
Get ready
Always
for
bet
a
on Ace
feast
Attorney
of epic
7.
proportions in
Doo-wop out of
One
doo-wop.
Piece
I'm
Grand
shaking your hand.
Gourmet,
I'm shaking your hand.
Sailing onto the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems October 23rd.
Okay, so we're getting Pokopia DLC. God, Pokopia was incredible. I cannot believe that the Pokemon Company International let Koei Tecmo make the darkest game in the entire franchise and dress it up in the trench coat of a cozy farming sim.
Keep adventuring in Pokemon Pokopia, even beneath the sea. Explore the world on the ocean floor with a free update. By using the new move Dive, you can enjoy life with Pokemon living under the sea. Plant grass, build structures, and expand your towns underwater.
Oh, this
This
is
free
very
update
nice.
is scheduled to release in August 2026.
But the thing is, I want to know
And there's
what
more.
city this is. So
the
is this
Pokemon Pokopia Expansion Pass paid
this,
DLC is on the way.
Flooded Underground
Discover a
Cinnabar.
brand new town, Bubbly Basin.
My guess is that's what it has to be.
There you'll find new furniture, new outfits.
I'm here for the lore.
And
Don't
new
get me wrong, I
friends.
love the gameplay. I'm not really the type, even in
The
Animal Crossing,
Pokemon
to be
Pokopia
building super
Expansion
complex
Pass paid
structures.
DLC
I love watching
will be
others do it.
available later
But I'm
today
here
on
to
Nintendo eShop.
explore, discover,
Part
and
1 of the
just
paid
pick up the pieces
DLC,
of
Bubbly
just
Basin, launches
lore and
this
continuity
August.
and
Part 2
the
and
lore,
Part
that
3 will
steady
launch at a
drip
later
feed they
date.
gave us in
Look
Pokopia
out
was
for
just
more details
chef's
in the
kiss.
future.
Manaphy.
We hope you're looking forward to more content for Pokemon Pokopia via a free update and paid DLC.
I was so happy to see Pokopia do as well as it did, and I think it caught a lot of
Please take a
people
look
by
at this.
surprise.
This is the Dagdan Empire, a prosperous land ruled by the
Is this
gods.
Fire Emblem?
The capital, Daxian, plays host to the heroic games. The
This is
winner
Fire
of
Emblem.
which is granted one wish. Powerful fighters from across the
I'm
land
almost
have
positive this
gathered
is
to
Fire Emblem.
participate.
People are screaming right now. Yep. Fire Emblem fans eating good.
The story revolves around 4 heroes. Kai, a young boy determined to win the games to save his imprisoned father. Dietrich, a swordsman ever on the hunt for a stronger foe. Theodora, a queen seeking to fulfill the long-held dream of her homeland. And Lita, a musician with her sights set on revenge. Guide whichever character you choose to victory as they weave
It's been a
their
while
own
since I played a
unique
Fire
tale.
Emblem game. I played the original
Between
ones
matches,
that
you
at
can
least made it
strengthen your
stateside.
forces in different
Sacred
ways.
Stones. Played 1 or 2 of them on the DS
Hone your
into the
techniques at the
3DS.
training grounds.
And just sort of fell off the franchise. Not because I didn't like it, but it was sort of, I missed one and it didn't end up
Recruit new allies.
getting it. So, meh.
or travel beyond Daxian's walls to gain experience.
But it's been nice to see the franchise continue
How you spend
on
your free
and
time is
just
up to you.
see the way that it's really evolved.
Combat takes the form of turn-based tactical battles. Consider your weapon's range. and your unit's strengths on the
Also,
battlefield.
music in Fire Emblem has just always been so good.
Plus, each of the 4 main characters comes with their own special techniques. By using these techniques to the fullest, you might turn the tide of battle.
Rejoice with me at the advent of the underworld.
You look upon the Promised One, who will route you here and guide the living to salvation. How did it feel to upheave the world? Begone from us, the darkest dark.
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave launches September 17th. Alongside the standard edition, there will be a special edition of the Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave Dagden collection that launches the same day.
I want to know what that
Please
map
look
is
forward
made
to it.
of. I hope it's not just paper.
Let's
Give me a nice
continue with some
cloth
more
map or
headlines.
something.
Welcome to the next level of ninja battles.
I don't recognize this offhand, but fun style here.
The first part of Ninjala 2 is sneaking onto Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh, it's Ninjala. Wow. How old is
After
Ninjala
accidentally
now?
breaking a forbidden seal, you're stranded on an uncharted planet. Overcome the dangers lurking here to safely return to Earth in
Okay, it
this
was only
open-world action
2018.
adventure.
Gosh, feels
Use
older than that
Ninja Gun
somehow.
to freely traverse this vast
So
world
that's almost 10
in
years.
search of clues to get back home. You can also blow a bubble to float in the air. Defeat enemies blocking your path with weapons crafted from Ninja Gum. You can
If
even
anyone's
summon
played the original
buddies with
Ninjala,
gun ninjutsu
it's one that
to
I've
unleash
been
powerful
very
attacks.
peripherally
Additionally, up to 4 ninja
aware
can
of,
team up
but
in local
honestly
or
haven't even seen
online
gameplay
multiplayer
of.
to chew through tough battles.
Demographic target
The first
audience was
part of
always
Ninjala
distinctly
2,
younger than me,
the
so I sort of
Uncharted
just
Planet,
wrote it off.
launches
Don't have a
exclusively
problem
on
with
the
it. Just
Nintendo Switch 2
doesn't look
system
like it was
next
really
spring.
made for me per se.
The DK
But that looks all right.
Challenge barrels in.
Ooh, DK challenge, you
Coming
say?
to Nintendo Switch Online on Nintendo Switch 2, the limited time DK Challenge event. Take on challenges across many Donkey Kong games available with Nintendo
okay.
Classics.
That's a cute little
By
event.
completing them, you can earn and enjoy collectible digital challenge cards. And if you have Donkey Kong Bonanza, you can attempt even more challenges. Try out ones geared for beginners, or take on developer challenges for something with a bit more punch. Rediscover Donkey Kong games, play challenges, and complete your card collection. DK Challenge can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch Online app on the home menu of your Nintendo Switch 2. You'll be able to barrel through these limited time challenges starting later today. Plus, in the Donkey Kong Bonanza, DK Island and Emerald Rush paid DLC, a limited time collaboration with Super Mario Bros. Is breaking through.
Ah, the classic.
Enjoy outfits for DK and Pauline, inspired by Mario and Luigi. Plus, there are coins,
Very
super
nice, very
mushrooms,
nice.
question blocks, and more. Experience Emerald Rush as
Loving
you've
this
never
jazzy
seen it before
rearrangement.
with a Super Mario Bros. Twist. This limited time collaboration event will be held in 4 waves with the first wave beginning later today.
Oh, okay. Rolling it out right away. Very good, very good. We'd love to see if that becomes a
From
thing
the creators of Vampire
Oh.
Survivors.
Ooh.
領域展開
No
The latest
way.
game from the makers
They
of Vampire
licensed
Survivors,
Jujutsu Kaisen?
Kaisen Rumble
Good for
Survivor
them.
Tower casts a spell onto Nintendo
Wow.
Switch 2.
Good for
Up to 8
them.
players can
That's
compete
so
online for the
cool.
top spot in the Survivors Royale. At the start
Wow.
of the match, players
I'm
don't
so
battle
happy for that
directly.
team. I remember
Instead,
I can say I was a little bit early on the Vampire Survivors bandwagon because I saw good friend and past guest of the show, Kieran, was playing the game one day, and she was on that game like week of release, and I started playing it, and I sort of blinked, and oops, I had spent 20 hours in the game, and it was then the next week that word really started to spread, because this was such an organic word-of-mouth event, really, of the original Vampire Survivors becoming a big thing, and seeing it happen in real time was so cool, and it was a $3 game, and it was so solid, so fun, so easy to just go one more, and to see that team not only achieve such success so quickly, but they made a point to not license their game or port it to other systems for a bit because they didn't like the agreements they were being offered. So they self-published, and now to get the Jujutsu Kaisen license, that's amazing. So happy for that.
Master brutal melee combat, devastating sorceries, and lethal ranged attacks. Test your mettle against towering abominations on your journey across the realms of the living and the dead. A hero must rise for a god
A
to
hero
fall.
must rise.
Lords of the Fallen 2 launches on Nintendo Switch
Ooh,
2
yes, that's
this
right.
fall.
That's Psy Games, not to be confused with Psy Games.
Enter a darkly elegant
Lies of
world
P.
based on the story of Pinocchio in Lies of P.
Here's your obligatory
In a city under
Nintendo
siege,
Switch
you
port
must
multiple
fight
years after the
rampaging
release,
mechanical
which is
puppets
marginally
and seek the
awkward,
cause of this upheaval while
I suppose that
confronting your own humanity.
there's
Take
some
on
chunk of the
enemies
market
using
that is going to be
customizable
on
weapons
Switch
and
that just
prosthetic
owns
arms
no
that
other
allow you to
systems.
swap between different abilities. But know this, the lies you
If I didn't see stuff
will
like this
alter
continuing
your
to
fate.
happen, I'd wonder if the math worked out, but it
Lies
clearly
of P,
does.
Complete Edition, which includes Overture, a prequel expansion to the main game, launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system August 6th. Pre-orders begin later
We're
today
about
on Nintendo
23
eShop.
minutes in, so a little bit less than
The most
half.
recent entry in the legendary Devil May Cry series is slashing its way onto Nintendo Switch 2.
DMC
Plays
fans
Nero,
very happy right now.
Dante, V, and Virgil, each armed with different battle styles, as you fight off hordes of demons and epic bosses. Pull off stylish attacks,
Never actually
dodges,
played a
and
DMC
combos
game. I
with
really
your vast
should.
arsenal of weapons
I
and
see others
skills.
playing, and it's
Enjoy
weird.
thrilling, high-octane
Such a
combat
fun
at 60
game.
frames per
Such a.
second in
I
both
didn't
TV
realize
mode
until a couple
and
years
handheld
ago
mode. Plus,
just
additional
how
content, such as
stylized it
battle
was. For
traps,
a while,
character
I
colors,
thought that it was
and
very close to
Devil Breaker
Castlevania in
weapons for
terms
Nero
of
are included.
not necessarily being
Devil May
gritty,
Cry 5
but being
Devil
a bit
Hunter
more
Edition
buttoned
launches
up
on
and
Nintendo
serious in
Switch
its
2,
tone. But
June
Devil May
23rd.
Cry is just.
Pre-orders begin
I
later
almost
today
want to call it
on Nintendo
campy
eShop.
in its genre.
Enter a mystical era deep in Japan's past. 6 souls determined to forge their own destinies.
So you're looking for some runaway ninja named Kisuke.
I still have some unfinished business in this world. I shall make him pay.
Let's show him we farmers have spirit.
You've sentenced me to die 7 days from now?
I'd start repenting if I were you.
An action RPG for the ages. What fate
Those are
awaits
some
those
very
who wield
iconic
the
anime
demon
voice actors right there.
Muramasa, Revenant Blades.
Nintendo Switch 2 editions of these 3 Xenoblade Chronicles games are
Another
incoming.
franchise I never really got into, Xenoblade.
All 3
but-
games run at 60 frames per second, with 4K resolution in TV mode or Full HD in handheld mode.
Very nice, very nice. I'd like to see a couple
In-game
newer
cutscenes
franchises.
also have enhanced resolution and frame rate.
We certainly are in the era where it's a lot of remake continuations. Franchises
that-
are what's safe, and I'm not going to begrudge people, but
But you can travel on a high-speed vehicle in the first game. Control blades
another
to fight
franchise.
mercenary squad
There's so many
battles in the
franchises that
second.
have good music, but
And
Xenoblade
put your
is
strength to the
one of those
test
that I
against
think
waves of enemies
sort of
in the third.
escapes more mainstream
There's
top of
also a
mind of what
variety
you
of
think
other
when you think of
content
video
added
game
to
music.
each of the
But
3
Xenoblade
games.
has always had a
More
really
details
nice
will be
soundtrack.
revealed
I knew
at
the
a later
Xenoblade
date.
soundtrack before I knew Xenoblade itself.
The digital version of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, and the Upgrade Pack will be available later today. The physical version launches on July 30th. The Nintendo Switch 2 editions of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Xenoblade Chronicles 3 will be available on the dates shown on screen.
3 Xenoblade Chronicles games are getting Nintendo Switch 2 editions. New features will be added to each title, so we hope you'll check them out. And a new story in the Xenoblade series is about to begin. Here are some early moments from the game.
Oh boy. Is this about to be Xenoblade Chronicles 4? Oh my gosh.
アニマは世界の源であった。水も火も風
I know a
も
couple people that are on
世
the
界
edge
を
of their
構
seats
成
right
する
now.
そのすべては大地を流れるアニマが形を変えたものだった。そして戦いを決するのはいつもアニマとその力を自在に振るう騎士だった。
この剣の名に恥じぬよう精進します。ここがリューコス。
その石はアニマ小石。
That guy is
騎
absolutely
士
a
の
villain.
力を増幅させるだけでなく、
I'm sorry, I'm just getting
行動や思いも刻みます。
villain flags from him. Just it's his looks, his voice. He's the headmaster. He's actually the puppet master behind all evil, isn't he?
今日の訓練は実戦を想定してのものだ。
力の使い方、なんとなく分かった気がする。
騎士って人殺しの職業で、奪われた側はどう思うんだろうな。
真実見つけてみない？
信仰を失った人の魂。
For anyone who's played Xenoblade, remind me, confirm for me, it's similar to Final Fantasy in the sense that each game is separate cast, no real continuity. You can pick it up at any title, correct? So maybe I just start.
帰るのさ、あの場所に。
さあ、始まるわよ。兄上、行ってまいります。
ここは6つの太陽に照らし出された大地。そこで人々は知ることになる。破れた神の恨みが未だ晴らされてはいないこと。
Genesis. Okay, so they're not calling it 4. Interesting. So is this a prequel of sorts to the world?
Xenoblade Genesis marks a new beginning. What kind of story do you think will be told?
Oh, I know a couple people who are
Please
very
look forward
happy
to
right
future
now.
updates. Next, please take a look at this.
New sports?
Welcome to Woohoo Island, home to all kinds of sports. Coming to Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Switch Sports Resort, the latest game in the series.
Wow.
Use the Joy-Con
It's so
2
cool to
controllers
think
as
that this is now a thing. It was originally a tech demo for the Wii,
Or even
which in and of itself became a console-selling game and one of the highest-selling
There are
games
12
of all
sports to choose
time,
from,
simply by
all
virtue
with
of its being
intuitive motion
bundled in, but got played
Let's go over
so
them.
much that
Punch, guard,
it
counter,
was used
and
for physical
outmaneuver
therapy.
for
It
the
was used to
knockout
introduce
in
people to games.
boxing.
It was such a good, really,
Make
like I said,
quick
a
shots.
tech demo.
Keep your opponent on
It
their
was just to
toes.
show, hey, this
In
is what we
table
can do
tennis,
with our motion tracking, which even
aim
then
for
was
the
very
center of the
rudimentary
target
at
and let
best.
that arrow
But
fly.
it had
In
the charm,
archery.
and it even
Enjoy
with
rallies with
those
different types of
5
shots
simple
in
games,
tennis.
really captured people's imagination
Bump,
and made them feel like they were
set,
in the game in a way that
and
we hadn't had
in
before.
volleyball.
And now that it's
Roll the ball
own
straight
franchise,
or
and we
give
saw
it a
you know
spin
bowling.
to strike big in bowling.
Nice.
Dribble, pass, and shoot to score in basketball. Adjust your shot's power, then swing your club in golf.
I'm trying to think, has there ever been a tech
Battle
demo
with
that
one thumb
became
to
its
hand your
own
opponent a
franchise.
defeat in thumb wrestling.
Thumb wrestling.
Ride through the course using mouse controls in skateboarding.
My only fear for this game is that this looks fun and cute.
Steer with
I don't
handles
think
and
I'd pay
coast
$60 or
along the
$70
waves
for
in
this
power
unless you
cruising.
have some really, really good
Tilt the
stuff in
controller
here.
and fly around freely in prop
The
plane.
problem with it is that it's fun, interesting, and it looks very good, no doubt.
You can
But
warm up for these sports
how
with
many
jump
hours can
rope.
you really put into
You
this
can create
before it
and
gets a
play
little bit
as a
old?
sportsmate.
It's going to live and die off of its
Or
multiplayer,
me
so
character.
it's just how engaging is it in that sense?
Enjoy playing all kinds of sports on Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo Switch Sports Resort launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system October 22nd. Pre-orders begin
They've
later
been doing
today
a really good
on
job of
Nintendo
having the
eShop.
release dates for most of these B26 and at
Nintendo
worst
Switch Sports Resort
27.
is coming to Nintendo Switch
I don't know if there's
2.
been anything so far that
We
hasn't
showed
had
all the sports included,
release
but
date
since
at
we have
all.
the
coming in,
opportunity,
but-
let's try one of the new sports.
Oh, they're
Thumb
doing a demo.
wrestling.
Okay.
Before the match, let's go over the rules.
Really, they chose
Hold
thumb
down
wrestling.
your opponent's thumb for
I wouldn't
3
have gone
seconds,
with thumb
and you'll
wrestling.
win. If yours gets
I
pinned,
feel like
just shake
from the trailer
controller to
alone,
break
this
free.
was what struck me as the
And
weakest
if you
of them.
keep
That
your
it's
thumb
sort of
held
fun
down,
and silly,
you'll get bigger
I guess,
and
but
stronger.
I'd want to see something that has more, I guess, engaging
need this
visuals
to
and a bit
claim
more
victory.
dynamic action. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Here's to a great
Comically
thumb wrestling
oversized
match.
hands, though.
The thumb moves, just like this.
And this is one of the benefits
Let's have a good
of
match.
having a recorded direct, because back in the day, you would see them on stage
right
trying
away.
to do this live, and 70% of the time it would work, but then 30% of the time
Let's try
there would be
this.
some issues, and they would
both
have to
thumbs.
awkwardly vamp for time and then adjust their
go,
schedule.
hold it.
I remember for
they broke free
it
again.
was Skyward
keep them
Sword's reveal, which is one of the last live
Wait,
Nintendo
wait,
pressers
wait.
at E3, that they had an issue with the Wii remote when they were trying to do the tech demo for the little beetle
worried for a
drone
second there.
thing, and it ate up a good extra
Okay,
5
thumb started to
to
sparkle.
7-ish minutes of
nail
that
got bigger.
presser, which you have to think about.
Hold
This
on
is a
a
live
second.
production. They've probably planned
That's
out
not how
every
it's
single
supposed to
minute
go.
for it, and it
It's
was
okay.
just awkward, and
Everything's
it
fine.
meant that people's first impression
thumb
of this
turned
game was,
on.
oh, it doesn't work. And that's just such a damaging
Ooh, it's
thing
sparkling
for any
again.
company,
Now let's
whether it's
try-
Nintendo because it's a first-party one,
Oh, I got
or
deflected.
if it's a third party who's trying to show off
wait,
their new tech
wait a
and really
minute.
make a name for themselves. And now what people are talking about online is, oh, wow, this was a
I lost.
really awkward and it's broken type of
Please
thing.
wait a little
It's such a
longer
high
for
risk,
Nintendo
whereas
Switch
you have it
Sports
here,
Resort.
it's recorded, it's clean, it's good, and it's not going
Let's
to
move
interrupt
on to
your
more
runtime.
headlines.
Survive a land ruled by dragons.
Dragon Age?
The world of RuneScape comes to Nintendo
Oh,
Switch
RuneScape
2.
Dragon. The fact that
An ancient
RuneScape is now this
power
big
has
3D
awakened
thing, I
on the
still think of it
forgotten
as
continent of
classic
Ashenfall.
vanilla RuneScape and that lovely little, it wasn't 64-bit or anything,
infused with
but
magic.
just
And
browser,
uncover
on
lost
browser
secrets on your
RuneScape.
journey to face the Dragon Queen. In this survival crafting adventure, delve into the mysteries of Ashenfall, amongst the ruins of fallen civilizations. On your expedition, harness the land's transformative magic to gather resources.
This one I would
Craft
consider picking
gear,
up just to sort of see
and
where
build
the
shelter.
franchise has gone.
Then, step into battle, forge weapons, sharpen your skills, and face the danger that awaits. Survive the wilds, unveil lost secrets, and challenge
I kind of
dragons
appreciate
in
that this isn't
RuneScape
working with the
Dragon
most
Wilds, launching on
leading-edge
Nintendo
graphics.
Switch
It's
2
not
September
trying to look
15th.
like Elden Ring or even Onimusha. That it still has a bit of that roundedness, a bit
Get
of that
on board for these games.
slightly less than leading-edge
Customize
graphics.
your own avatar and play in the adorable world of
Hello Kitty fans,
Partyland.
your time has come. Oh my,
Join the party with
Mario
over 40
Party
character-themed
Hello
mini
Kitty,
games
Mario Party
and
Sanrio.
several board games. There are over
That's adorable.
140 Sanrio characters to meet. Plus, you can choose from 16 partner
Question is, though,
collect
just
stickers,
how spiteful,
and so
aggressive,
much
and
more.
antagonistic can you get in this
Hello
game? Can
Kitty
you have...
Partyland
They're even calling it
launches
party. They're not...
exclusively on Nintendo Switch
They know what
2
they're doing.
and
It's
Nintendo
not
Switch,
veiled.
October 29th.
So let's get down there and finish the job.
Okay, we've seen this. They have to show something new, right? Gosh, I know so many folks that
Blast
were
off for adventure across the Lilac system with Fox
exasperated
McCloud
at the
and his
announcement of this
crew.
because this is technically the 4th time this game has been
For
made.
the fate of the galaxy
Because
begins.
you had Star Fox 64,
launches on
Star
Nintendo
Fox
Switch
Zero,
2,
which was
June
basically
25th.
this, Star Fox 64 3D,
free
and
demo
now
that
this.
includes a
And the fact that
tutorial. And
the
one of the
franchise has
game's
not gotten a
opening stages
new
will be
game
available later
in, I
today
think,
on
20
Nintendo
years-ish.
eShop.
It's kind of baffling, and I feel really bad for Star Fox fans.
Hope
I hope that more...
resonates within
I
the
hope
crystals.
it at least does well enough to justify a new game. A proper new game. I really like this music. Bit of a rough frame rate, though. Oh, that's why it's a rough frame rate. Okay.
Get ready for the first Final Fantasy game in HD 2D, Final Fantasy Resonance.
Oh, okay. And also, that's
This
why the
is
music is very
Lapis,
good.
a vast
It's no
world
longer
that has prospered through
Uematsu-san,
the
but
power of crystals.
they made sure
But
that
after the
when
invasion of the
Uematsu
Veritas,
stepped back, that
this once
they left it in
thriving
very good
world
hands. They
lies
knew
on the brink of
that music was a core part
Now
of Final
Rain,
Fantasy's identity,
a
and that they
knight of
had to make
Grandchel,
sure
must journey
whoever the new
across the realm
steward,
with
the
his
new composer
companions
was going to be.
stop the Veritas.
Nobody's going to ever replace Nobuo Uematsu.
In thrilling
He is
turn-based
a titan
battles,
of video
call
game
upon
music,
visions,
but they knew that they were
iconic
going
Final
to have
Fantasy
to
heroes
have
from other
someone
worlds
who's
to
capable of
take down
being a worthy
monsters.
successor, and I
Can
think that
you
they have done
uncover
so.
the truth behind the Veritas and the secrets the crystals hold. Final Fantasy Resonance launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems October 22nd. A weird, whimsical world is waiting.
I have no idea what this is, but I love it.
returns in a new
Oh.
3D puzzle exploration adventure. What
Neat.
do giant fruit, malevolent robot frogs, and an all-powerful potato
This is
have
what
in
I
common?
think of when I think of what
Other
I
than a
get from a
shadowy
Nintendo Direct.
conspiracy,
Something
of
that's a
course.
little bit offbeat.
Meet
This
a
would not get the
cavalcade
time
of
of day
curious characters,
on a Sony
each with their
or a
own
Microsoft
problems
Direct.
and
Maybe
puzzles
something
to
like a
solve.
wholesome Direct. But
beneath
to see
this
something like
seemingly
this
happy world
get a
lies a sinister
prime
plot to
time
squeeze the locals for all their work.
trailer
Time
and
to
VO
join the
in a
resistance
Nintendo Direct
by
is something that
using
would only
Piku's
happen
surprising
in a
abilities.
Nintendo
Help
Direct.
solve the
And I'm
Piku's
glad that
problems
we
in
have
surprising
this
and downright
space.
oddball ways.
Nintendo has always
Feeling
been a
baffled by these
company
affable denizens?
that
Embrace these strange encounters.
There was a book
and
called
bring
Nintendo
about an
Magic
ultimate
that I read a
understanding.
while back
And
that
in
explained
this
some of their
sequel,
mentality
navigate and
in
explore
both
in full 3D
software and
as you
hardware
discover
development.
the secrets of this
That
vivid,
Nintendo's priority has
colorful
always
world.
been
Get ready
innovation,
to wander,
not
solve, and gossip in
innovation in gameplay, not
launching on
innovation in
Nintendo Switch
technology.
2 next year.
That the motion controls used in the Wii remote existed for
Prepare
a
for
decade prior. The touchscreen controls existed
an
on
all-new
Blackberries and Palm Pilots a decade prior.
monster-filled
They just
adventure.
repurposed existing technology for gaming purposes and innovated gameplay, not the hardware. It's been really cool to see Dragon Quest make its mark in the Western market after really,
There they
I
gain
feel,
the
not
power
getting
to
a
turn
foothold
monsters
for
into
several
friends.
decades. It was always big in Japan, no doubt, but it was one of those series that I
Spot a
heard
monster
of.
you
I heard the
fancy?
music,
Scout
but
it.
I felt like you never really saw major releases in the West for it, that either they
Win it
weren't
over and it'll
brought
fight
over
by
at
your
all,
side.
or they weren't done so kind of quietly, and that it always had a very niche fandom in the West.
And that's
But
not
now,
all.
I'd have to go back and see where that turning
Synthesize
point
two
was for them.
monsters to create more
But now it
powerful
really is a
allies.
global franchise. Gosh, I'm just
Now,
seeing it in
take
you
on
see
the
it here,
most fearsome of
Toriyama's
foes
original
with a team that's
art, just
uniquely your
whether
own.
it's for the slimes or the smiles, and to see and
Adventure is
recognize at a
calling,
glance the
and
style and
it's
his influence
monstrously fun.
is
Dragon
very
Quest monsters.
heartwarming,
withered
but also
world.
it's just, tugs the heartstrings.
About time you got here.
Gone a little too early. Oh, just the Duskbloods. Yeah, this is Duskbloods.
Upon the ancient blood sovereign's honor.
What a coup. Nintendo getting an exclusive from the creator of Elden Ring.
Each vying for blood.
And wait, sorry, was it the creator of Elden Ring or the creator of
finally
Dark
here.
Souls? Was it?
Worthy spirit.
No, Bloodborne. It was Bloodborne. Or was it? Someone correct me. I'm completely losing track. Ooh, closed network test. Summer. Okay, there it goes. That was a long pause there.
Next, we have more news about an upcoming treasure hunting game.
Treasure hunting?
Hey everyone, here's some fresh news about Splatoon Raiders, a new single-player-focused adventure. Check out this neat little place, the hideout ship out on the water.
I forgot about
Deep
this.
Cut, a trio of swashbuckling musicians. And this scrappy individual? That's you. Let's call this handy youth the mechanic. The four of them are using the hideout ship as their hub, hunting for treasure across these landmasses, the Spiralite Islands. All right, time for a quick dive. Looks like the treasure they're after is
Memory
at the
serves.
base of those lights.
I think that
But
Splatoon
there's a
was
bunch of
initially
aggressive creatures
announced
called salmonids in the way.
at that first ever Nintendo Direct.
And when you get too close, they'll attack immediately. The salmonids aren't pushovers either, so you shouldn't go it alone.
Splatoon 1 was announced
That's where
June 10th,
this comes in,
2014,
the
during the
exploration
digital
bar.
presentation
A member of
at the
Deep Cut
E3
pilots it
conference.
during your
Yes.
treasure
So,
hunts and attacks automatically.
Splatoon was indeed in that first ever what would
Launches you in
become a
the air for
Nintendo
extra
Direct.
height.
Because I remember watching it
even
and they
gets
had
out
a
of the
demo
box to
at
unleash
E3.
special moves like this.
And it was a big deal because it
also
was
get
this
support in the
new
form
first-party
of
thing. They were
gadgets.
doing a
There's one that
multiplayer
continuously
co-op
fires aimed
battle
after its
arena
waist.
type thing with not actual shooting.
Another that slices
And
through
it
enemies.
obviously captured a lot of folks from there.
Another that spins ink
And
around
to
you
see it now
and more.
not only have
And the best part,
really
you can use them
headline
together.
power, that
It'd be
it has
nice
a
if that
full
made things
trilogy,
easier, though.
a very solid fandom, and has become one of
So to
Nintendo's
recap,
modern
do
tentpoles, I
not
would say.
underestimate
And now
the
to have
salmonids. Yikes.
this is more than a
This is
spin-off
tougher
game.
than it
This
looks.
is the series, this is the franchise expanding into
But the
new
salmonids
genres
aren't the
and still
only
obviously
powerful
taking
ones
the
around here.
core mechanic
Through
of
battles,
the
you,
paint
the
guns,
mechanic, will
but
also get
being able to
stronger
implement in
by
other
leveling up.
ways. And thinking,
And you
one,
can
the
customize all
franchise is
sorts of
not even
upgrades to fit
15 years
your
old,
playstyle.
but two, that it actually does draw its origins
looks like
to
time's up.
such a
There are
really
even more
important moment
details
in
to cover
Nintendo
in the
history with that
upcoming
first
Splatoon Raiders Direct,
that
airing
moment,
on
like I was
June
saying
30th.
earlier, of
And in
people
the smart device
side-eyeing
app,
Nintendo saying,
Today.
wait, you're
See
not
the story
having
events
a
leading up to
live
Splatoon
presser
Raiders with
at
daily comics ahead
E3?
of
Is
launch.
Nintendo dead?
Plus, in collaboration with this
swing
game,
out the
there's
gate
gonna
with
be a
this
special
and
Splatfest
have
in
it be
Splatoon
part
3.
of that
The theme
sort of
looks
new
like it's
era
about
for
Splatoon
Nintendo,
Raiders.
and
Details will be announced
really
here. Look out for more info in the
reaffirming
future.
their presence in the space.
Don't forget to check
It's
this out too.
a really cool thing to see. So.
See ya.
So what did you think? Splatoon Raiders is just around the corner. We'll also be releasing new Joy-Con 2
All right,
controllers.
we are
inspired
at
by
45
Deep Cut.
minutes,
We
so we're
hope you're
probably
looking
going to get our
forward to
one final thing.
Let's see some more headlines.
So, well, it's probably a sizzle reel now. I'm probably not getting much. Oh my god, this is what I was thinking. The people were saying, Deltarune 5, let's go. Oh my gosh. Oh. That was the other prediction I forgot to mention earlier. Because they announced Deltarune 3 and 4 at a Nintendo Direct. I had a friend just the other day saying, wait a minute, wasn't it at a Direct? Do you think this is it? Chapter 5 is waiting. Oh, and this jazz arrangement, I'm so happy. Let's go. 8-4. All right.
Your power.
Oh. That's so cool also that Deltarune continuing to get headline time at a direct.
Shall ascend to throne and crown by right of kings.
This is the United Kingdom of Uchronia, inhabited by 8 tribes. The next king shall be
Wait, did I misread it? I thought I saw 8-4.
By decree of the king,
so,
as his face floats in the sky, the tournament for the
August
throne
4th.
Begins. As the
But maybe I misread it. Was it the
24th?
24th?
First ever election, those vying for the throne put their plans into action. As one of the throne's candidates, you'll travel across the kingdom, forging bonds with compelling characters along the way. Various enemies stand in your path.
This battle's ours.
There are monsters roaming this world,
You'll feel this one.
as well as other candidates, and strange beasts known as humans. Control your destiny and change the world in Metaphor.
I did misread it. It is June
launching on the
24th.
Nintendo
Okay,
Switch
my
2
bad.
system, November 12th.
Okay, wow, that's fast.
Create,
Holy moly.
explore, survive. A dedicated Nintendo Switch 2 version of Minecraft is on the way. Dig into your Minecraft adventure on Nintendo Switch 2 with support for vibrant visuals. And embark on a journey across a world with enhanced lighting and shadow effects. Plus, Nintendo Switch worlds can be carried over, so you can pick up right where you left off. What will you create next? Minecraft launches on Nintendo Switch 2
Yep, June
this
24th.
year.
Oh, that's so exciting. All right, sizzle real time. Please, please, just give me the release date for Layton. That's all I ask. Warhammer, okay. I'm not actually familiar with Observer. Yeah, Space Marine fans. And the last time they showed Professor Layton, it was in their sizzle reel. Please, 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 I'm begging you. Oh, later today. Neat. Tales of Eternia Remastered. Snow Runner. Your personal trainer. We didn't get a real proper farming sim announcement here, did we? I mean, Pokopia sort of, not really. 14 online? What? On Switch? Pearl, are you still here?
The battle of light and darkness approaches.
No way they're showing Kingdom Hearts 4 on Nintendo first.
Adventures. 3 collections of Kingdom Hearts games are coming to Nintendo.
It wasn't the
Switch
last
2.
direct that was all farming sims. It was like 2 years ago, but it was a really egregious one, and I think people haven't forgotten.
And battle enemies.
I'm shocked that they're
action
showing
RPG combat.
just
Relive these stories or
a
experience them for
remaster
the first
port
time alongside
this
Sora
late in
and
the
his friends
direct?
as they fight the darkness.
Okay.
If you have the cloud versions on Nintendo Switch, you can transfer your existing save data to these Nintendo Switch 2
Glad to hear that.
games.
That's nice.
These 3 collections launch
Odd
on
to
Nintendo Switch
put
2
this here
October 8th.
after the sizzle reel.
A bundle with all
Like,
3 compilations.
unless you're
Kingdom
having your
Hearts
one last
Collection
thing be
1 through 3 also launches
You
October
can't tell me
8th.
that Kingdom Hearts
Additionally,
4
a
is
free
getting
demo of
its
Kingdom Hearts 3
like
plus
first
Remind
release
will be available
announcement
later today
on a Nintendo
eShop.
Direct. That would be heretical. No way. No way is Nintendo getting this first. Oh my god. This is 4. This is the shot that we saw of 4 like 4 years ago, and haven't heard a whisper of it since. Nintendo gets the announcement? Holy cow! That's a coup! This has always been supposed to be Sony's thing. Did I miss was this shown during the Sony presser and now Nintendo's getting it too, or is Nintendo getting it first? Is this Nintendo exclusive news? At the very least, this tells us that it's going to be day and date release on Switch 2, along with the other consoles. But are they going to announce that Nintendo gets it first? Is it going to be Nintendo this year and then Sony doesn't get it until later or something? At launch. Okay, so they get it.
How was that?
Still no date.
Next,
And that doesn't tell us that they get it first.
Please take a look.
One last thing. Zelda.
Long ago, there was a land.
I was right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Created by beings of supreme divinity.
Oh, I'm so excited. Also, I called this one. Let's go.
There lay a small forest.
Oh, new era of Zelda. What are they going to do? Because they said Deku Tree. They said that they were moving away from the Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom continuity format, or from that iteration of Hyrule. So this is a new...
These forests
that Saria's song.
the Kokiri.
Wait,
Each
is
had
this
a
an
fairy
Ocarina of Time remake?
And they lived out their innocent lives in these.
Is this not a new one? Is this an Ocarina of Time remake?
However, there was one particular boy.
Oh my god, it's an Ocarina of Time remake.
Who did not have a fairy.
This is. Oh. People have speculated for a long time. But, oh, that's gorgeous. Wow. And this makes sense because with the Zelda movie coming out next year, oh my gosh, that music. Oh, this year, okay. That's their holiday
Legend of
season
Zelda, Ocarina of Time
ticket.
will be reborn
That's their
on
moneymaker.
Nintendo Switch 2.
It's probably going to be coming out in November.
More details will be announced in the future, so please look forward to them.
A fine closing statement
That's
from
all for
Nintendo.
today's Nintendo Direct. Earlier this year, Devon-san was appointed as the new president of Nintendo
Yes,
of
the
America.
announcement of
We'd like to
the
conclude
new
this presentation
CEO.
with a few words from Devon-san.
Very excited for her. Very excited for her.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Koizumi-san. Hi, everyone. I'm Devin Pritchard, and after 20 years at Nintendo, one of my favorite things about gaming is still that moment I get to try something new. I watch the trailers, I hear about a game, but the moment I pick up a controller, that's when it all comes together. And for me, that's what games have always been about. Those little moments that surprise me and allow me to immerse myself in different worlds.
Good
You can
camera
read about a
presence.
game,
Good camera
you can
presence.
watch a trailer,
Very
but
nice.
nothing beats seeing it for
Introduction, heartfelt.
And that's a big part of what Nintendo Treehouse Live is about. Getting a closer look,
Also very
hearing from the
interesting
teams, and
that
spending more time with the games
She's
themselves.
just in a
So let's get
zip-up
to it.
hoodie
We've got a new Nintendo
not a
Treehouse
suit.
Live
This is
ready
not
to go
formal.
with a few games I hope you find interesting. And if you enjoyed Splatoon Raiders in today's Nintendo Direct, this July at San Diego Comic-Con, we'll have the game playable on the show floor. Because at the end of the day, I think the best way to understand a game
These days, Daniel,
is to pick
E3
up
is
the
still alive.
controller
It
and play.
always has been.
Thanks for watching.
Just a new name.
I'm really looking forward to sharing more of what I love about games and bringing those experiences to all of you. And now it's time for Treehouse Live. Over to you, team.
Alrighty, well, I'm not going to be watching through Treehouse Live. I did just want to see the initial announcements. So I'm going to bring down the volume a little bit. Also, I hope the volume wasn't too high. Seemed like folks were able to hear me. But we're going to find you all a place to rate into. I'm going to find someone who is watching this still. That way you have that continuity for anybody who wants to see the Treehouse Live. And for those who've stuck around here with me, I really do appreciate you tuning in. I'm sure, well, I know there is so many people that have been watching this direct. So the fact that you spent any amount of time with me, whether I was one of 5 different tabs or whether you were watching me exclusively, just happy to have you here. What am I going to do? I need to see if she is going to be watching the Treehouse Live or not. Just want to make sure. I think so. Yeah. All right. So we're going to send you over to Miss Lala, actually. Good friend of the channel. And, oh, I think that, yeah. Alrighty, so we're going to send you over there. I will be back tonight. I'm probably going to be doing some Sherlock Holmes ASMR reading, actually. So if you like Sherlock Holmes, a little bit of voice acting and done a little bit on the softer side, that's what I'll be up to later. I have a show with Platinum Meg later in the week and then continuing my Blueprints playthrough. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day. I hope you got at least what you wanted. I sadly didn't get my LAYTON announcement. I'll live, though. That I know it's coming. I know my game exists. I know the thing I want is in late production. And it's not even am I getting the announcement of, does my franchise get to continue? I'm in a fine place as a fan. And I hope that you, as a fan of whatever you are a fan of, got something that you were looking for today. So again, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all next time.